Today we will talk about SHX that has popped back up to about 8 cents and looks extremely strong on the 1 week chart, mainly because its RSI hasn't been this low at this high of a price ever. And a lot of that might have to do with their acquisition of 222 labs. Here is the tweet from Stronghold, and that came out on May 7th, 1 day before they presented at an ACH payment conference. Here is a clip where we have Tammy explaining it all.
Imagine a world where every financial transaction you make is not just faster, but smarter. That world starts today with Stronghold's groundbreaking move, our acquisition of 20022 Labs. Hi everyone, I'm Tammy Camp, CEO of Stronghold. 20022 Labs is not just any company. They are pioneers in the ISO 20022 standard, a global framework that is reshaping how financial messages are processed worldwide. This acquisition is designed to integrate and leverage 20022 Labs' extensive knowledge in research in financial messaging standards. It will enhance the functionality of our payments platform and our expansive network, StrongholdNet. For our customers and partners, these enhancements will streamline financial operations and introduce a new level of efficiency and interoperability in our financial services. With ISO 20022, we can now process transactions that not only move money, but also convey complete and precise data about those transactions. This reduces the need for manual intervention, drastically reduces errors, and lowers operational costs. For our customers, this means faster, clearer, and more reliable financial transactions. Every payment becomes a building block for more informed and strategic business decisions. This is about making your financial operations as efficient as possible, which in turn will significantly boost your bottom line. As ISO 20022 becomes the norm, this access opens up new possibilities for developers around the world.
I won't hold it against her that she pronounces it as 20022 because obviously it is 222, but she is a total babe, so I'm just gonna try to let that one go. That is the only corny joke in here, I promise. 222 has a lot of things to it that I will explain. It is all about enhancing Stronghold's proprietary payment network, StrongholdNet, further aligning it with ISO 20022 standards, and further goes in line with how Stronghold has really been concentrating on compliance, especially with their headquarters in the US. Here's an explanation from Sean, who explains that he is concentrating on widening global developer access to StrongholdNet. And the key term here is banks. Stronghold could become a global bank.
The thing that sets Stronghold aside is the fact that they are already processing their payments. And so from that processing payments, they can take the loan interest payments from the merchant directly. And so, as I say, my thoughts on this are that Stronghold is becoming a bank. It will be a bank by 2030. Just my own personal opinion, not financial advice, but I believe that Stronghold will globally, as we'll see from that image on the right-hand side, be a global leader within banking and financial payments. And
an interesting question was brought up about why Stronghold would acquire a Canadian one-employee nonprofit. Well, I think we can explain a lot of that here. So, why did they acquire 20022? It's connected to Visa Canada, MasterCard Canada, the Clearinghouse, IBM Canada, the Canadian Life and Health Insurance Association, which is an interesting one, Payments Canada, and FIS Global, as called out on their own site. As ISO 20022 becomes a standard, it makes it easier to build applications that leverage the full capability of this universal financial language. Interoperability is the future, and the future is multi-chain. The acquisition makes a significant improvement in the speed and intelligence of global financial message processing and increases overall efficiency. They appear to be specialists in converting companies to compliant payment messaging structures. 222 appears to be tied in to Canada, New Zealand, and Australia in helping them migrate domestic systems to ISO 222, which shouldn't really be a surprise because in my APFII content that concentrated on Stellar and XLM, it had a ton of ties into Australia and New Zealand. Here is the document he was talking about, and it is from Payments NZ. If you search for 222 labs, they are called out as a vehicle for improving the understanding of and demand for ISO 222. That, and I found it interesting that they are called out as a citation in the paper too. Here is an article from KPMG about Mike Segal, not sure on that one, but a key part of it is that instead of doing it because of compliance purposes, they are investing in strategic assets. And here we begin to get into the 222 use cases and applications, which is called out on this page here, which I'll come back to in just a bit, because we have a extremely helpful overview here. It explains practical scenarios in sectors like telecom and insurance, demonstrating how the adoption of ISO 222 can enrich data-heavy payments, reduce check usage, and enhance operational efficiencies. Key applications include payments, disbursements, e-invoicing, and refunds. And all of that is called out here. You've got vendor payments, funds disbursements, e-invoices, historical payments, refunds, bill payments, crediting prepaid minutes to prepaid mobile users, commission payments in the insurance industry. You've got commission again, claims, which is interesting. And how can all of this impact SHX? Well, here are some pretty optimistic, but probably pretty practical price predictions. So in 2024 and 2025, on the conservative track, we've got Q2, which is just about halfway done now at 5 cents up to 8 cents, which we are at 8 cents right now. Q3 about 10 cents up to 20, and in Q4 about 20 up to 30 cents. In 2025, from about 40 cents up to $1. Now, on the more optimistic route, we go from about 10 cents up to 20 cents over the next 1.5 months, and then $1 to $3 by end of year. And then in 2025, in between $5 and $35. I can't even imagine what it would be like to open up a wallet with $5 to $35 SHX, but I think I could learn how to handle it.